Hello everyone. This video here is to show you how to edit a model out of an impression in Blue Sky Plan. So this was sent in by my lab tech Tim Lane. He just needs some help trying to show him how to take a lower scan of a reline impression and mount it against a upper scan of a model. So we're uploading the models now. The upper scan is against, I guess it looks like a denture. The lower is a reline or rebase impression. So we're going to align against the upper maxilla. Here's the dentate model. Looks like it is a denture, but that'll be fine for right now. So let's follow the instructions on Blue Sky Plan. Perfect. That looks pretty well aligned to me right now. And now what we want to do here is, take a look at the model first to make sure you like the intaglio of everything, so you kind of remember where everything's at here. Good, good, good. Let us hide the maxilla, because we don't need that for right now. And let's start deleting some of the stuff off the mandible here. So I'm holding down Shift, making sure I don't get rid of any of the intaglio that I like. Ooh, I kind of like that part of the intaglio right there, so let's clear that real quick here. Let's go a little slower. Cut, 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 good. Now I want to keep some of that. I find myself usually keeping more than, I would rather kind of usually do a lot more things by hand side. Cut, cut, good. Let's see, did I get too much? That did not. I always find myself checking a lot of times here. Cut, cut, cut. Let's see how much. Now, whenever you want to see that you got like small pieces like islands, you can just double click up. Got too much stuff right there. Cut, 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 and now let's see, now that I've got kind of most of it kind of pulled off the bottom, let's get this little piece right here. Cut, cut, now cut. Great, now let's start kind of, let's get this piece right here. Cut, great. Now let's start kind of just cleaning up the rest of the top of it off here, the occlusal surface off there. So we're gonna go to click on the top jaw here, and we're just kind of the lasso function. This kind of really works well to kind of get a lot of the bigger pieces off there, I find. Perfect. Let's see what the intaglio looks like now. I'm liking that. That looks like something that Tim could probably use pretty well. Let's go back to that selection function again here. Selection brush. Up it down a little bit here. Good, good. Cut that there. Cut that there. Cut that there. I'll cut it again. Cut that there. Cut that there. Cut that there. Oh, Control Z to get it back. Cut. This is kind of where it gets annoying right here, as you can kind of tell. Cut that right there. Let's see here. Let's go back a little bit more. Now what I find works really well, hit select tools manually. That kind of should find the little pieces that you want to get rid of here. Cut. Selection, delete, cut, 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 so you're kind of seeing right now I'm just going through everything. Oh, Control Z whenever you want to get rid of something that you don't like, that you did. Good. Almost done here. You can see that we're getting close. Perfect. Now let's just do a little bit more right here, just kind of trim up the edges. Wonderful. And now let's get that a little bit more right here. It's going to be a little bit of overhang. And now we kind of got a little bit of a model here. Let's compare it against the top. You know, now we got a bit of a model that Tim can work with here. So now we're going to want to do it in Blue Sky Plan. And it took me about 6 minutes or so. I was kind of going a little bit slow. It's probably about as fast as I would go. It takes longer than you think it should. We're going to go to pull up panels, pull up model manipulation. We're going to make the lower model, we're making a hollow model here in the lower. Let's see what that gives us here. Click on mandible, so notice go lower. Perfect. For the top, we're going to make an upper maxillary hollow model. So great, now we got 2 hollow models that can easily be printed out. But also, because these things are already articulated, let's articulate the 2 models so that when we go to print them, you know, we at least know where things can be printed at. Ooh, we can see right here we got these little blebs off to the side here. Let's get rid of those as well, because we don't want to print those out and waste resin, because resin does cost money, and it won't print out as pretty as we want it to, because we like things to look pretty, right? And also this data is not very important. Good, good. Great. That should print out pretty nice right there. You know. And next what we're going to do here is we're going to go model manipulation. We're going to create some articulation pins between the 2 models. So between that one and that one, add. Let's see here now. So now just kind of move them into place here where you want them to. I like them nice and close, that way they're easier to print for everybody involved. Let's get everything kind of moved into place. Great, let's move this thing even closer now so that whenever Tim decides to knock them off, it's just the easiest thing to print. That's what you really want here. You know, and the closer they are, the less build plate space they take up. Let's see here, let's get this last one here. And one of the reasons I like a Blue Sky Plan, I just find this to be just so almost intuitive and just so stupidly easy. I like the Medit software a little bit more, but you know, Medit models sometimes just they want you to do too much stuff, I find. I like this because if I find it to be just a little bit more base level. But good, I like those 3 positions for model articulation pins. Let's create the articulation pins. And there we go. So let's be honest with ourselves. Like if you trusted this scan and this impression, I'll be honest, it looks a little cockeyed to me right here, so I wouldn't quite trust it. I wouldn't do wax trying myself. But if you fully trusted this model, you could go right to finish from this right here by giving the lab everything right here. But yeah, you would export this file right here, print that out, export that file right there, print that out, and go to finish. Hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much.